Okay, take two. Welcome everyone to the Leftover Fruit Podcast.
Episode 12.
Episode 12. Oh
boy.
Got a little interrupted on our first recording, had to delete it. But now we're back.
We are professional.
And you were saying before we had to cut it that we knew something. What do we know?
What do we know?
Yeah.
What?
I think you were segueing into the just starting with the Switch.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
We were talking about the Switch, and the reason why we're talking about the Switch is because they announced their online service at how much they're going to cost. I mean, that
or a range of what it's going to cost. I don't.
Well,
think
it's like a translated range too.
Yeah.
Because it was translated from yen to dollars, and in American dollars, it's like $17 to $26.50.
Yeah.
A year.
$17.50 to $26.50.
That's not too bad.
Yeah. Too bad the fucking the multiplayer format that it's linked to is shit. Okay, that's not fair. It hasn't come out yet. We don't know. But for all intents and purposes, it seems like shit.
Yeah. Seems like it, but
I'm not fucking downloading your app, Nintendo. Fuck you. You can go fuck yourself.
So what he's saying is that you, Nintendo, don't want to do that? You, Nintendo, don't want to download their app? That's pretty fucked up, man. I mean, the downside is, well, they're multiplayer in general. But their upside is that it's a lot cheaper than Xbox Live and PlayStation Network.
Yeah, but you get so much more with Xbox Live and PlayStation Network.
That's why I talked about the downside first, which was their multiplayer and their online services would probably not be as great as the other ones, but they're making it cheaper, so that's kind of cool.
Like, I'm just mostly not looking forward to having to talk like voiceover through an app on the phone, because I already use the Discord app for my phone. And I'm sorry, but Discord mobile sucks donkey nuts. Sucks them real good.
So like duts for short?
Yeah, it sucks those duts, and it sucks those duts so hard, and it asks for seconds. Like it's so bad. You got to put some work into the Discord mobile, or work on that Discord for the consoles that is up on your website that people really want, that I haven't heard anything about any progress being made on.
Discord on console?
Yep. Yeah, they asked, Discord has a thing on their website where they poll you like a person proposes a feature that they should have, and then users vote on if they would like that.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a proposal for I don't know about Xbox One. It specifically says Discord for PS4. Which I'm all for. Of course,
we have a PS4.
Exactly, since we have PS4s. And I want to stop using my phone for Discord. I don't know how Sony would react to having a Discord app on the PlayStation, seeing as how they already provide like
their own
voiceover IPs with the party system and shit like that. So I don't know.
I mean, I don't think their own party system isn't too bad.
No, it's not. It's just like
not bad.
It's just like the reason why I'm using Discord on my phone instead of PS4 is because I'm playing Final Fantasy 14
with everyone else that plays it on PC.
Exactly,
not
and it's cross server, or not cross server. It's the same server. Both consoles and PlayStation and PCs are on the same servers. So, but there's no, support for getting in a PlayStation party with someone on the PC.
Mm-hmm.
Or if there is, I just don't know about it.
I mean, I wouldn't either, because I don't play Final Fantasy 14.
You should.
Yeah,
We'll get you in on it.
I think I'd rather not.
We'll get you in on the ground floor.
I don't know how I feel about paying monthly.
That's how I felt.
3 months or every 6 months.
That's how I felt, too, about MMOs. I was, I played a lot of MMOs, but I never wanted to pay for one. Like, that's why I never played World of Warcraft, was because I was always like, nah, man, there's so many good free MMOs out there. And this was before, like, microtransactions were a big thing, too. So, Like, literally, I'd play MMOs, and the only kind of money they would ask for is people donating.
Mm-hmm.
There wouldn't be, like, eShop to buy cosmetics and shit. I was like, man, they just offer free, just run off donations. These people know how to do it. I ain't gonna play no Blizzard MMO that wants me to pay every month and shit like that. And then I got a little bit older, and I got a source of income.
You got a job.
I got a job,
and
yep.
And you were like, you know what? I think I can give this a shot.
And then I tried Final Fantasy 14. I believe with Zach, there was a free month or something. They offered a free month if you downloaded it.
You get 30 days for free, I think.
Yeah, and so me and Zach started playing it, and I was having a lot of fun with it. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to pay. And the rest is, as they say, history. I don't mind paying the subscription because I'm a fucking adult. Suck it.
There are still a lot of people out there that are like, oh man, why don't you make more PS3 games? It's because that's in the past. We're in the modern day era right now. We only want PS4, Xbox One, or just PC if you're that kind of person.
And I'm sorry, but the PS4 is much better than the PS3 was.
Of course.
Much better. Like, Xbox One, debatable. Xbox 360 was a very solid, very awesome console.
Mm-hmm.
But when it comes between just the PS3 and PS4, fucking PS4's got that shit on lock.
Yeah, I think I read on Reddit that they did a count on how many consoles Sony sold, more specifically to the PS4, during their entire lifetime, and they already reached like 500 million. Like 512 million copies of the PS4 has been sold. That's impressive. That's really good compared to Xbox One.
Well, it all accumulated, and the reason why it's going to be the best console and stuff ever is because it all comes down to this, is that soon we're going to be able to play a Splatoon clone, but Senran Kagura. Senran Kagura, bikini girls wearing clothes that will fly off of them at a mere glance.
And then boobs have their minds of their own.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Have boob physics to rival that of Dead or Alive Extreme Volleyball 1 and 2.
Oh wow, and 3. That's not even available in the US, by the way.
Because the boob physics are too aggressive for our poor Westerner eyes.
Yep.
We can't handle it.
Yep.
But that being said, Senran Kagura, Anime Boob Showdown. That's not what it's called. But it's called Senran Kagura Peach Beach Splash.
Peach Beach Splash.
Peach Beach Splash is a Splatoon-like multiplayer shooting game where it's all the girls from Senran Kagura, all those girls you know and love, like What's Her Face and that one over there, shooting each other with water guns and just being in various different summer-themed arenas.
Jesus Christ.
While presumably losing their clothes in violent fashion.
Jesus Christ. What the fuck?
And Japanese people can start playing that March 16th. With probably a pretty soon release after that for the Western audience.
Probably a few months after that. Not that I would know of. I actually regret buying Valkyrie Night.
Why?
Valkyrie Drive. I regret it.
Why? Because you just haven't been able to play it?
No, it's not even that. Like, I have a lot of time to play it, but I just look at it and I'm like, this is a bad choice.
You feel disgusted with yourself.
Yes! Mm-hmm. I do feel disgusted with myself. And then I looked at all the reviews, and it's like 4.5 out of 5 stars, saying, like, I love the series, it's so great. And I'm like, the story isn't that good.
It's literally, okay, I'm going to dispel any myths right here. The only reason why people play those games, if you say it's for the story, fuck you. That's the most cliched response. I enjoy it for the plot. No, fuck you. You enjoy it because there's titties there's animated titties bouncing around. That's why you play it.
I'm not a weeb, and yet
that being said, I own 2 Senran Kagura games. One for the DS and one on the PS4.
Oh my god.
I do. I own 2 Senran Kagura games, and you know what? I'm not ashamed.
I am, and I just bought a spin-off.
You gotta push through that shame.
I can't, dude.
You got to realize that I'm a young man. I have urges.
I have dignity.
Sometimes I want to see boobs that are jiggling so hard they're going to break the Earth's orbit.
They're unrealistic as fuck. Like, one of the main characters just moved just a little bit, and then the boobs just went, like, swaying back and forth like crazy. And I'm like, what the fuck is that filled with?
Yeah, literally, you go to the dressing room and you turn the camera and their boobs swing around so violently they punch themselves in the side of the face with them. Like,
Jesus.
Yeah.
And, like, they have really short skirts, and it's like, what's the fucking point of having that? What's the point? It's like...
The point of having that is so that my dick can go, maybe,
yeah,
I guess.
Okay, Tim Allen.
Dude, if my dick made that noise, that Tim Allen, every time I got aroused, I'd love my dick even more than I love it now.
It'd be a lot worse when you hear, like, the Home Improvement theme song in the background.
Oh, that would give you away so much, though. Imagine just like a very attractive woman talking to you,
and all of a sudden you just hear in the background the Home Improvement theme. You're like, oh no.
Well, and then, but I guess you could play it off as like, oh no, that's just my alert tone. I got a text. Oh, a fire at my house. Whole family's dead. Gotta go. Sorry.
We'll text you later, though.
We'll text you later. And you gotta slide along until you're out of view so she doesn't see the profile view of the bulge. And then once you're out, then you can start running.
Oh my god. What the fuck? What are we even talking about?
We're talking about
Senran and Kagura, that's
and
right,
Kagura,
of course.
Boobs, animated boobs, and dicks making Tim Allen noises.
You were talking about... You
You're pointing the finger at me. You.
Yep. Speaking
I'm
of
just
you,
saying.
You assholes at Oculus have to pay $500 million for a lawsuit against ZeniMax.
I saw that.
Holy shit, guys! What the fuck happened? What happened, guys?
I didn't read a lot of it. I just basically read the headlines and stuff, and a little bit of some articles. I believe ZeniMax was claiming that Oculus stole some assets from them.
Mm-hmm.
There was another charge as well, because they were found innocent on the front of stealing assets. Like, the courts found they were not guilty, but they found they were guilty because
they violated something.
Oh, an NDA. It was an NDA.
Yeah,
they violated an NDA.
They violated an NDA
Mm-hmm.
that cost them $500 million.
Yeah. And it was either 5 or 50 of that comes directly out of Oculus's president's pocket.
Yeah. Like 150 mil.
Yeah, like not from his company, but directly from him. He has to also pay.
Damn.
Like, yeah, fuck. I mean,
like, I feel bad for Oculus for, like, them having to deal with that shit, but they did violate an NDA rule.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know better.
Yeah, I mean,
you still did it.
There's little defense against it. Like, you're beholden. You're legal. As soon as you sign that NDA, you're legally bound to it. So, I mean, if you break it, yeah, you're gonna get fucked over. It doesn't matter. ZeniMax is a big fucking company that also happens to own fucking Bethesda. But
oh, do they?
Yeah. Oh, you see it when, like,
maybe if, like, I ask the president of ZeniMax, do you think he'll let me know where Howard is? Because, like, at that Switch conference, he was just,
no,
like,
because Nintendo stole him. Remember, they stole him and they hid him away.
But what if it was a lie?
A ruse?
Yeah, a ruse.
A red herring, as they say.
A rouse.
A rouse. Yeah, I don't know too much about it. They violated an NDA, and ZeniMax also claimed that they stole some assets. They have to pay quite a bit of money, which is all right because I don't give a fuck about Oculus. Like, I gave a fuck about Oculus when it was the only, like,
thing around,
the only VR, like, headset, like the pioneers in it, and then they suffered the whole thing of where usually when you're the first, you're not the best.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, you're a pioneer into the format, but other people quickly, especially in this, came along and made shit better. Like the HTC Vive,
and HTC
so
Vive,
much better,
and for slightly cheaper, the PlayStation
I don't know,
VR.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know how it stacks up, the PSVR versus the Oculus Rift, because I only have experience with the PSVR, having actually used it myself.
From people on Reddit, they do say that the comparison between like PSVR and Oculus is that Oculus is obviously a lot better because
it probably has higher resolution.
It has high resolution and shit, but like for PSVR, for a console, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
So,
I left thoroughly excited and impressed when I used PSVR for the first time.
Let me just put this headset on it. Sorry, I would like to ask you to leave. Fuck!
Imagine that in a movie theater, the sex scene.
Right when I said that, that guy that was walking just immediately looked at me.
Don't judge me. I'm just getting I'm getting my rocks off over here, motherfucker.
Rocking off with my cocking off.
It's like a Russian band right there, a Russian pop band.
Rocking off.
I'm gonna
with
burp.
My cocking off.
I'm gonna burp. I'm not gonna burp. I almost burped.
But you didn't.
I didn't burp though.
So I want to talk about The Last Guardian. Nothing new about it at all.
Is it the whole price thing?
They are permanently dropping their price
by $20
to $39.99.
That's so quick.
The reason why is because their sales weren't good at all, and that they released it on December. So if they release a game on December, you know it's not going to be that good.
Don't release unless you're a major fucking company with a big name label, big name brand like Call of Duty or Battlefield, or Assassin's Creed or someone like that. Don't release in the holiday seasons ever. You are going to get fucked by all of those giant names. No one would ever place money on Last Guardian selling more than a Call of Duty or any of that in a holiday season.
Yeah, it was supposed to come out on the PS3 like 4 years ago, I think.
Yeah, it was supposed to come out a long time ago, and then there was that time where like it was canceled, but then it got brought back from the dead
during like an E3 press conference.
So yeah, it was weird. And then it gets released, and it's apparently pretty not that great. So
I heard that the frame rate was very garbage, especially if you play it on a PS4 Pro. Permanent 30 FPS.
Yeah, lovely. My only experience with the game is Donkey's video on it.
Yeah, I watched Donkey's video too. That was the only thing I know about Last Guardian. Because you know why?
The fucking bird, dog, chicken thing does not listen whatsoever, and he's a bit of a prick.
Yeah.
And you do a funky little, stupid little like I'm gonna piss my pants dance every time you tell him to do something.
That's so stupid. That looks very frustrating. But you know what's not frustrating? Yakuza 0.
No, it is not. Yakuza 0 is beautiful. It's so
amazing.
great. Last week on the podcast, Bruce did take me to Best Buy after it was done, and I purchased a money card for PlayStation Network because for some odd reason it wasn't allowing me to put a card onto my actual account, so I could just download it straight onto PSN. So I was like, fuck you, I'm going to use this card no matter what you have to say, you motherfuckers. So I went and used it to buy a money card and got around, little loophole, and downloaded it, and boy, oh boy, I am in love.
Everything about that game is just fantastic.
Yakuza 0 is great.
Even though I dug a little deeper, and it came out in Japan, I think March of 2016 in Japan, and we didn't get it until just recently in January. And I also read that Yakuza 6 is already out in Japan, and we aren't getting it until 2018. You know what? That sucks. Now that I've popped my Yakuza cherry, and I've started playing the franchise. I understand people's pain when it comes to waiting for a Yakuza game to come out in the West. But I'm just glad that we got it at all, because playing Yakuza 0 is just a treat. It's 100% a treat. It's great. There are some very interesting characters in that game. I love all the actors, all the voice acting, the story. The side quests are all fun, quirky, most of them.
They're all like little like fucking. I got stopped by a bald pervert outside of a phone club wearing just Speedos.
Mr. Libido.
Yeah, dude, that dude's fucking. Woo!
His. Oh my god, the way he moves is just. I saw that and I just stared at the TV screen for like a good minute or two, and I'm like, what is this guy doing?
Yeah, so the side quests are all a bit funny. They all have a bit of humor. I don't think any of them are serious.
Let me look at your phone card.
Side.
Woo! All right, back for round 2. What the fuck?
Yeah.
You have enough energy and strength to go again?
No, he literally says, "How much jizz do you have?"
Yeah.
Like, it literally, this dude masturbates like 5 times a day. He goes around the city masturbating.
Yeah, and then he's like, "All right, I got to go back in there and smack the salmon."
Yeah, and he wants to share like
phone
his favorite
cards on his break.
The porn videos.
Yeah, while he's taking a break.
Oh god. He tells you about the best softcore porn videos, which I was not expecting, by the way. There are actual, like, gravure model videos in this game.
Those are real, man.
Yeah, it's real. It's
and
live action.
I only
it's not...
watched one just to get a trophy for it.
Yeah, and the trophy is, I did it for the trophy.
Yeah. Sega, that is so clever.
It's straight up actual, like, live action footage of gravure models.
Have you actually did the phone club minigames?
There's phone club minigames?
Yeah, like you go into the phone club and you actually get to talk to like, I think up to 4 girls.
Yeah.
And then you actually, it opens like 4 different sub-stories. Like you actually get to meet them. It's so good.
Oh shit, I need to do that.
It's so funny.
I need to do that the next time I'm on Majima.
The way he picks up the phone is just so dramatic and it's beautiful.
Can you do it on both characters?
I tried that earlier today. You can't do it on Majima, but only
really because Majima's the one who goes into the phone club the first time you even hear about the phone clubs. So it's only Kazumi or whatever.
Kiryu is the only one.
That's his name.
Kiryu is the only one that can do that.
Okay, yeah, I saw that GIF of him like just grabbing that phone
and just being so dramatic. I'm like, yes.
It's such a great. And then when the main storyline is so good, like. The main storyline is legit, like up there with the best of like Yakuza movie scripts. Like, I felt at home with Beat Takeshi and shit with this shit, even though he's not in this Yakuza.
Even
but
though he's
like
in 6.
But the movies, the Yakuza films that Beat Takeshi's made, like Outrage, it's very similar in tone and it's very awesome.
Yep. It's really good.
It's great. It's so good.
I would just dedicate this whole episode to talking about how great this game is.
I would too. Honestly, I could sit here for like another 3 hours just talking about how great Yakuza is, and fucking going around. I did that teaching the dominatrix to insult people.
Yeah,
fucking
I
side
did that
quest.
one too. That one was interesting.
That one was great. And that weird fucking like panty selling ring I had to break up.
Oh yeah.
Only to have that chick have like a stalker pervert pull a knife on her, save her, and then she starts liking you instead.
Yeah, that was interesting. He's like, oh, okay. Can you believe Kazuma's actually supposed to be like 20 years old in that game?
This is Majima is 24.
Yeah, and I'm like, no, the fuck he's.
I'm
not.
like, dude, he looks like he's in his like late 30s.
Yeah.
I'm older than he's supposed to be. Like, what is this?
Yeah, what the fuck?
Stop it! You're making me feel bad. You're hurting my feelings.
You sack of shit. Is that how 24-year-olds look like back in 1988? God, I hope not.
And then it also makes me think like, fuck. He's 24 and he's been through the Yakuza. He's the manager of a fucking cabaret club, making all this money. I'm 26. I'm sitting in the back of a goddamn car by a dumpster.
Look at us now.
Oh god, it made me like die a little on the inside.
But
like,
it's okay because
I've done nothing with my life.
But it's okay because that game is very good.
It's very good. Yakuza 0 is so good.
And we still have, well, for me, Kingdom Hearts 1.5 and 2.5. They released what the cover looked like, and they didn't do such a really great job at editing it whatsoever, because in 1.5 there's like a cutout of someone's arm at the corner of like the box, and in this one they have like both covers inside one cover, but they show that like one of the characters' hands is completely missing.
What?
And it's like, how the fuck did you not notice that right off the bat? That's official artwork.
Jesus Christ.
Lady's got no hand. She's an amputee. Come on, man.
God, I haven't. You know, I still don't know if I'm gonna pick up the Kingdom Hearts. Yeah, 2.8.
I heard that 2.8 wasn't really that good, according to a friend of mine that's like a massive Kingdom Hearts fan.
Yeah.
She's not that big of a fan of Dream Drop Distance because she didn't like the way it played, and then the new-ish game 0.2 I think is only 3 hours long.
Will they just stop fucking... Look, they're so...
This is Square Enix's problem.
Fucking...
Like, I think they're the kings of remastering games.
Yeah,
because that's all they do for their own personal games.
Because the king would be good at it. Like, being the king of something implies that you're good at it.
A fool's king. How's that?
They're making shit just rushed to console remasters, or not even full remasters of these things, because they're taking so fucking long to just get the third one out. How many decimal points do you fucking need? You're going to start running out of decimal points, and you're going to have 0.13 and 0.29 and shit pretty soon, before they even get to 3. Just release fucking 3. I don't need a Kingdom Hearts 0.2. What the fuck is that shit?
It's like a continuation of
swimming around as Sora's sperm in your father's fucking nutsack. That's how far back they're gonna go before they get around to finally releasing 3. And by that point, no one's gonna fucking give a shit anymore. You're gonna make us wait so long and finally give it to us. It's not gonna feel good anymore. It's gonna be like, it's gonna go the whole thing. It's gonna come out and it's gonna be all right, but it's not gonna be the greatest game ever. And because you made us wait so long, we're gonna hate it more. Because of the fact we waited for that shit for so long.
So the trick to that is don't get your hopes up too high.
I'm not even a fucking Kingdom Hearts fan.
For any ones that are a fan, don't get your hopes up too high.
I'm just tired of Square Enix's bullshit.
So that's why they buy more companies, so then they can make them think, Square Enix is posting more games.
Square Enix should stop making games and just let their other like sub-developers fucking do the games. Because at least they get games out in reasonable times. You know, some get canceled and some of them go under, but fucking at least it has a chance of coming out before we all die or get Alzheimer's and can't remember what the fuck we were excited for.
Jesus Christ.
So man. Fuck you, Square Enix, you stupid pieces of shit.
I have a feeling that we aren't going to be able to review their games in the future because of this specific podcast, because of him. I would like to point out, it is all him. He can't review your games in the future, but
dude, I
have the perfect... I am fully able to.
I swear to God, I'm just going to show up while he's reviewing, and in the background, you're going to hear me going, you fucking cunts!
I am as patient as a saint. I mean, look at me. I'm still waiting for Persona 5.
Persona 5.
And winter 2014 is just around the corner.
He's still counting down. You should see his Twitter every day.
See, I'm
so-and-so days till Persona 5.
60 days as of recording this. See, I am super patient. Even if it has to be until 2020, if you release it during the Tokyo Olympic Games, it's probably not going to be out on PS4.
And by that time, it's going to be like redesigned, and Persona 5 is just going to be like a Sonic and Mario at the Olympic Games like knockoff.
I mean, Sega bought Atlas. I wouldn't be surprised if they did something like that.
Sega bought Atlas?
Yeah, it was a long time ago. You think it would be really bad?
Yeah.
But basically, what Sega told Atlas was like, we're just gonna buy your company. Just keep doing what you're doing.
Okay, good.
We'll give you money for it.
Because I like Atlas games.
Because, like,
to a point.
At that point, it's like, wow, they're actually doing good for once. Mm-hmm. Why don't you do the same thing for your own games? Yakuza 0 is a good start.
Same thing with fucking Square Enix. Square Enix is buying up all these fucking little developers, and the developers are turning out games, but Square Enix apparently can't pull their heads out of their goddamn asses.
It's because they're really slow at making their own games. So they're like, you know what we're going to do? We're going to buy off little companies. So while we're in the process of making our games, they'll already have like 3 of them out.
Like, I really want to, every time I hear of a new game made by them, like that stupid fucking, what is it, Project Octopod Pussy Ass Dickhole 8 Arms, whatever the fuck it's called.
What?
The new, for the Switch, it's the new fucking...
Oh, like, the RPG?
Yeah, 2D JRPG they're working on. I'm like, stop it. Stop it. You've got so much shit you're working on right now. Stop it. You already can't focus. Get the shit out you've promised to get out for years out first. Then start working on new shit. Stop it.
Tetsuya Nomura, I think Trevor would like to have a word with you.
Dude, I will fuck you up, Tatsuma Nabadabadur.
And Trevor's been banned from the country of Japan. And I would also like to point out that it was all his doing. I didn't tell him.
I had no affiliation.
I had no affiliation with that whatsoever. This was all him.
That sounded bad. That sounded racist. I'm sorry.
Very. It's 2017.
It's not because I was trying to make a joke about how hard your name was to pronounce. It's just literally halfway through him saying your name, I had already forgotten it.
You're just frustrated. He's just frustrated. He doesn't even play your games except for Final Fantasy, I think.
Yeah. Actually, I've played a lot of Square Enix games now that I think about it. And like I said, this anger isn't coming from someone who's like waiting for any one IP of yours to come out. It's just from a guy looking in at your business practices and just the way you just can't seem to release anything unless it has a 12-year gap in between things. Like how long were they working on 15? Back when it was fucking it was Final Fantasy 13 Versus.
Oh, I think that was like 10 years.
Yeah, literally, it took them that fucking long to get 15 out.
And then the main director quit, and then they just hired a new director, and he completely changed the story.
I don't care. 15 was all right. It was good. I enjoyed playing it.
But was it worth waiting 10 years? We don't know. I don't know, because I didn't even give a shit.
Yeah, exactly. I didn't give a shit either.
I didn't give a shit about Final Fantasy. This is the first Final Fantasy game I've ever bought and legitimately played. Mm-hmm. I didn't wait 10 years.
Yeah.
I waited for it to come out.
Yeah, I knew people that were legitimately waiting for 10 years.
Yeah, we all know that one person that would wait so long.
But I literally didn't give a fuck. I was just like, oh yeah, the new Final Fantasy is coming out soon. I'm just getting retroactively, because even though I'm not a fan of the series, I can still look back and be like, what the fuck took you so long?
Yeah.
Seriously, it's not even like this game is immense in scope. It's there's a lot of content to the game, but there's games nowadays with this much shit in it released in far sooner deadlines that are just as fun. And I don't know why it took you guys so fucking long to do it, as opposed to, everyone else being able to do it seemingly in a reasonable span of time. But I don't get it. Square Enix, you're a fucking enigma to me.
But they were waiting for that Cup Noodle partnership.
Yeah, exactly.
It took them 10 years.
That's what's going to be fucking... There's going to be Cup and Noodle advertisements in Kingdom Hearts 3. You just watch.
I'd be fine with that. I wouldn't care.
I like... well, actually, I haven't had a Cup of Noodle forever. Cup Noodle forever. I always call it Cup of Noodle.
We all, all the Westerners would just call it Cup of Noodle.
Yeah.
C-U-P-A Noodle. Cup of Noodle.
Oh, I always imagine it as C-U-P-O with an apostrophe and then noodle. Cup of Noodle.
But I always pronounce it as C-U-P-A. Cup of Noodle.
Cup of Noodle, yeah. Yeah. Even though it's technically just Cup Noodle.
Yeah. We never know. We always just say
Cup I'll still call it Cup of Noodle. Fuck you.
Even if it's like Maruchan noodles, we still don't call it Maruchan noodles. We just still call it Cup of Noodles.
Yeah.
We still call it Cup of Noodle. It's like, I don't care what your name is. It's just noodles in a cup. It's cup noodle.
Exactly. Throw as many fucking complicated words you want in front of it to denote its history and the region from Japan that it comes from. I don't give a fuck. I'm still going to call it Cup of Noodle. Because why? I'm an ignorant Westerner. That's why.
Anything in a bowl that's made in Japan, yeah, it's cup
Bowl
noodles.
of noodles.
It's a bowl of noodles?
Bowl of noodles.
Wow.
That's a bowl. Yeah, in the cup, it's cup of noodle. In a bowl, it's bowl of noodle. Come on.
You could just make a
in a box of noodle.
Call it like a bowl of soba.
Bowl of soba?
Yeah.
Who the fuck?
Who the fuck?
I was gonna say, who the fuck eats soba in a bowl? I'm like, you eat soba in a bowl.
A lot of people
everyone eats soba in a bowl.
Soba in a bowl.
I don't know. I just got the image of cold soba in my head, and it's on the like little tatami mat, basically, on your fucking plate.
Ah, I see.
Oh, fucking... Well, let's go from one outrage to another outrage. Now, this outrage doesn't have to do with a game developer. In fact, I'm angry on behalf of game developers for this. This has to do with shady fucking shit that GameStop is pulling. And for those of you who don't know, I'm going to be quoting some quotes from GameStop employees as I read from a Kotaku article. But for those who don't know, GameStop's implementing a program called the Circle of Life program, and this isn't but this isn't a program like for the customers and stuff.
So this is the Circle of Life program. Stop, not yet.
Bill, shut up.
Oh shit, too early? Yes. Fucking idiot, man.
Fucking,
so anyway, the Circle of Life. Get him out.
Get him out of here.
Get him out.
Okay, but the Circle of Life program is not something you're going to see on any posters in any of the shops as a customer. No, this is a corporate initiative for the employees. And what it is...
Don't wait, before you continue,
Yep.
Do they have to sing the Circle of Life before they enter?
I think whoever made up this program was completely oblivious to the parallels you could draw.
Okay.
So what the Circle of Life program...
So the Cirque du Soleil program.
Cirque du Soleil. It's just a bunch of people in the stores bending and weird, like,
what's that hula hoop for? Oh, you'll find out. You're not supposed to know the Cirque du Soleil program. What the fuck? There's a Cirque du Soleil program? Shit!
Why is there a weirdly face-painted person just standing in the shop?
Oh, he's breaking the initiative.
So
that's a violation.
So what the Circle of Life program, or COL for short, is that all employees now have a quota. And this quota is based on 4 things. And those 4 things are... let's see. I have them written down right here for a second. I'm pretty sure I remembered too. I can just write it off. Okay, here it is. They are a quota for 1, pre-orders. 2, rewards card subscriptions.
Okay.
3, used game sales.
And 4, long live the king. Long live the
and 4, game trade-ins. Now, right off the bat, you're going to notice something very odd on that, in the fact that game sales, new game sales, are nowhere on that list.
Huh.
Why? Because all those 4 things that name make GameStop the most money. And so, and coupled with, the little fact that employees are encouraged to meet at least 3 out of 4 of their quotas, so at least 75%. Their COL number has to be at least 75%. Otherwise, they will face disciplinary action up to termination, being fired for not meeting quotas on these things. So this is leading to employees just straight up telling people that they are out of a game because they don't want them to buy new. Because if they buy new, it fucks up the employees' numbers.
Wow.
So even if they have the game in stock, they will tell you, we don't have the game in stock, because they don't want to sell you a new copy of the game, because then they might lose their job.
That really sucks.
It's fucked up. So here's the first quote.
Okay.
Although these were anonymous employees, they didn't want to, face further wrath from the, GameStop overlords.
The GameStop overlord, which happened to be...
Scar.
Yeah. Mufasa.
It's okay. And there's the quote. This is company-wide, and in discussions with my peers, it is a common practice. Talking about telling people games are out and stuff like that.
Uh-huh.
We also tell customers we don't have copies of new games in stock when they are on sale. For example, Watch Dogs 2 is currently $29.99 new and $54.99 pre-owned.
What?
We just tell them we don't have the new one in stock and shuffle them out the door.
That's shady shit.
That is shady shit. It's especially on shit like releases and stuff, because you got to imagine when a new game releases and stuff that's got to fuck their numbers hard.
Of course, because it's like...
Mm-hmm. But see, one of their numbers was pre-orders. So this leads to another comment. The other day, working the RE7/Kingdom Hearts launch, we were telling walk-in, non-reserve customers that we didn't have the games in stock, or that they were only for pre-orders in order to not sell new copies of the game, said a GameStop employee. It's that bad.
Wow.
So unless you had a pre-order, they would not sell you the game. They'd tell you they were out, even though they had plenty of copies of the game. All because these employees are scared shitless for their jobs.
Those motherfuckers had multiple copies of those Pokemon Go Plus things.
Probably.
Continue.
And it just all gets encapsulated with the quote that I have, the last quote I have, which explains why I do it. Like, this is from an employee standpoint, like what they think is, why would I get reserves if it's going to lead to a new sale? Why would I sell you a new game that you're excited about if it's going to hurt my numbers at the end of the day? Why would I sell you a new system if I'm going to be fired for doing so? It doesn't make sense.
It really doesn't.
Like, that's so fucked up.
Fucking Scar.
Yeah, seriously.
Piece of shit.
Scar, like, full on with the Nazi parallel.
Brother. No. Brother, help.
Long live the king.
No.
The Scar!
Just the fucking name of the program.
The Circle of Life.
So basically, if your quota isn't up to par, you're gonna fucking die.
Basically, like, very, like, I mean, you jest, but that is exactly basically what it is. If you don't meet your quota, yeah, maybe the first time you'll just get a slap on the wrist. Second time, you might find yourself kicked out the door.
But don't think of it as a bad thing. Think of it as a fantastic thing, because you don't even want to work there in the first place. There are better things out there for you.
No one's, I mean, GameStop's already got a monopoly, basically, on game sales. I mean, there's mom and pop shops, but there is no other major chain for game sales to rival them. There used to be, like, EB Games until they got bought out by GameStop.
Mm-hmm.
I remember I used to go to EB Games more often, and then GameStop was always my second choice, and then GameStop apparently bought them out. I was like, oh, I didn't see that coming.
Mm-hmm.
I always figured EB was bigger. Yeah, so they already have that monopoly on basically a majority of game sales. If you really want to, stick it to the man, go to a mom and pop shop to buy your physical copies, or use Amazon or something.
Who knows? Maybe the mom and pop shop by your place sells their games before the street date.
Mm-hmm. Like a certain shop.
Like a certain shop at a certain place I go to.
Exactly.
From a certain...
No details, but
from time to time.
Their early release is definitely a reoccurring thing.
It's common at the certain place I go to.
The certain place at that certain time.
Yeah, at that certain city.
Yep.
But,
which is beautiful. It's a great shop.
I mean, if you go to a mom and pop shop, you'll have a bigger chance of finding old PS2, GameCube, and Xbox games. Mm-hmm. You will never fucking find that at a GameStop at all. Ever.
Yeah, just go to Cali Games. I love Cali Games. Cali Games is so good.
For anyone that lives in the South Bay area, yeah.
Go to Cali Games. If you live in the South Bay area, go to Cali Games. Place is great. People are cool. It's got games that stretch all the way back to the fucking NES. Like, the place is great. It ain't no fucking GameStop.
Yeah, and you can actually get pre-orders in.
Yeah.
And even if they have them in stock, they'll actually give it to you.
Exactly, because they don't have stupid fucking quotas.
What the fuck?
To bully their employees into compliance to make that just a couple more dollars for their overlords. It's even shittier when you think of it this way, because they're pushing. They don't want to sell new copies. They don't want to sell these new copies because it doesn't make as much money for GameStop. What does make money for GameStop are used copy sales, because 100% of that, like when you buy a game used, 100% of that
goes to the company.
Of that goes to GameStop. Mm-hmm. It does not go. Not a cent of that is seen by the developer of the game. So yeah, it might be a little cheaper for you to buy used, but not if you really like the developer that made that game. And I'm not saying, maybe it doesn't have as much of effect against, like, if you're buying the new Assassin's Creed used,
just fucking buy it online too,
or Call of Duty used. But when you're buying a game from smaller developers, like if you're buying like Persona 5 when it comes out from Atlas,
or if you're buying like Danganronpa V3 from NIS
or
America.
Yakuza 0 and shit like that,
that's supporting them.
That's, buying used hurts the company. It hurts the developer because they don't see a cent of that money. Only GameStop sees that money. So by pushing this initiative to not sell new copies, GameStop is actively hurting the games industry, because they're trying to make as much money they can, not giving a fuck about the people that actually make the games that keep them in business, that they end up selling.
God, you sound like the Alex Jones of video games right now.
Remind me, who's Alex Jones?
That one conservative talk show host that talks about like conspiracy theories and shit.
But this isn't a conspiracy theory. This is an actual thing that is going on.
And I'm coming.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah, that guy.
Oh God, no, dude, no, because this isn't a conspiracy theory. This is legit. This is straight. This is
what if.
This isn't a what if though. This is straight up. This is cause and effect. It's very simple. Used sales. None of that money goes to a developer. Buying it new, some of the money goes to the developer, some of course goes to the
what you need to do right now is get a dress shirt on, a tie, get like a whiteboard in the background, act like Charlie Day, and be like,
yeah. I'm just saying. Am I coming across as like conspiracy theorist? Because this is not a conspiracy theory.
I'm just fucking.
Yeah, I was about to say, this is straight up. This is just reality. If you buy used, you're being selfish.
Watch your profanity.
Oh, fuck profanity. Watch your profanity. Fuck you. Looking at the camera all, like, worried and shit.
Watch your profanity.
Fuck you. If you buy used, you're being selfish.
I don't even want to buy used because you know why? Because that annoying sticker is, like, on the packaging.
Exactly.
And I have to slowly peel it off, and sometimes some of it will still be on the packaging, and I'm like...
The only people you're serving buying used is yourself, because it's slightly cheaper, and fucking GameStop because they get all of that money. It's a 100% selfish thing to do, buy used. I don't fucking care if you think, oh well, why shouldn't I save money? Fuck you. You like games, right? You like games to continue being made? Then fucking support the developers that make the fucking games. Of course, there's the big ones like fucking EA and fucking Activision and shit that, they've got a lot of fucking money and they're powerhouses in the industry, and well, they can do with making a little less money. Well, fuck you. Like, yeah, maybe they can stand to lose a little bit of money. Doesn't mean they should, but they can stand to lose a little bit of money. But you know who can't fucking stand to lose a little money? People like fucking Atlas and shit. So when you buy used, you're not thinking about them, you're thinking about your fucking self, you selfish prick. So, I'm just saying, like, don't buy used, don't fucking pre-order, just buy games the way they're fucking meant to be bought.
Speaking of which, I pre-ordered Persona 5.
Well, yeah, sometimes it's hard. When I say don't pre-order, it's purely, I'm being a hypocrite because I also pre-order. Ideologically, you should not pre-order. If you think about it logically, it's a stupid thing to do. Doesn't mean you're going to stop doing it. You should stop. No one's going to stop. But when it comes, buy fucking games new. Buy them at full price. If you're young, yeah, that fucking sucks. Talk your parents into buying it for you. But if you've got a fucking job, stop being a bitch. Fork up the money. If you chose a hobby that does require a little bit of maintenance money-wise, a little bit of upkeep, So, times are tough. I get it. Then just wait a little bit longer and buy it at full price. Save up to buy it at full price instead of that instant gratification of buying it used where you're not helping anyone else but yourself and the GameStop money mongering fucking shitlords. So, fuck you. Buy full price. That's what I'm trying to say. And fuck you, GameStop, you shady fucks.
Buy this car. Brand new. Never used. That's why it's called new. $25,500? Fuck it. Fork it up. Piece of shit. Buy this brand new SUV. It comes with a DVD player inside. You need a DVD player. You like watching movies, right? Fuck you.
I'm sorry, I got
Go
heated.
watch The Secret Life of Pets. Good movie. It's even better on a Blu-ray player in your car. Did I say DVD player? Nah, this isn't 2005. Get a Blu-ray player in your car. Don't be a piece of shit. Don't be a bitch. Don't be a little shit. You like RVs? Go down to the RV show in Pomona. Brand new RVs. Spas. We got a spa sale. Warehouse 8. Off the 10 in Temecula.
God damn. You know what? The more I hear myself rant about shit, the more I think I should just, I'm a fucking Glenn Beck. I'm coming, like whatever the fuck that dude's name is.
Alex Jones.
Yeah, I can see that. I still 100% believe that. Fuck you for not buying full price. Fuck you for buying used, and fuck you GameStop. But yeah, I can get a little heated and
no shit.
bad points.
Don't you remember last week's?
Yeah.
You got super heated because of the name of the bye-bye man.
Stupid name. It's a stupid name.
You want a real horror movie? More blood. More sex. I want some fucking and dying.
Neither of those things are indicative of a good horror movie, but okay.
Friday the 13th.
Dude, the old horror movies, like...
Blasting some 80s music. Cop into that RV. That new RV I told you to buy. Start fucking. Go fuck near the lake. Piss off Jason Voorhees. You're gonna make him and his mom real mad.
Yeah, it wasn't even, like, in the 80s, you didn't... It wasn't a horror movie unless at least one of the girls had their top off at some point.
Buy the brand new Ferrari I told you to buy.
I think I remember when they did that fucking Jason X, the one in space or whatever. I think there's a scene where fucking a chick's giving Jason a fucking blowjob. Yeah, and he kills her, of course. But, I mean, I guess...
You know why he killed her?
Because she wasn't doing a good job.
He doesn't have time for that shit.
Yeah, he's got killing to do.
He beats off to using his machete, okay?
He just looks at his reflection in the machete while jerking off.
He looks at himself. He loves himself.
I mean,
you gotta admit blowjobs.
that hockey mask is pretty sexy.
So,
but in Jason X, it was like a weird fucking metal mask. It wasn't even a hockey mask. Sorry, I had a little bit of liquid, like...
It's not even a hat. Because it's not even a hat.
I had a little bit of coffee, like run its way down to the back of my throat while I was trying to talk.
Yeah, just a little tip for you guys on Valentine's Day. Just wear a hockey mask before you fuck, It'll be an instant turn on.
Yeah, your partner will find it unimaginably sexy.
By the way, please stop by the Pomona Fairplex on January 20th to 21st. We're going to be having a brand new sale. We're going to sell spas, brand new, never used.
While you're at it, buy the Bye-Bye Man on Blu-ray, on Disney Blu-ray.
Get it before it goes back into the vault. If it goes back into the Disney vault, it's gone forever.
Until 10 years later,
until it re-releases again in like platinum edition.
Because apparently that vault is very easy to open. There is no security measures at all on that thing. Retinal scanning, fuck you. You just knock on it 2 times and it pops open.
It's that kind of vault.
Oh.
While you're at it, go to McDonald's. Go buy yourself a Mac Jr. and a Grand Mac.
Yeah.
Go try it today.
Chicken McNugget.
What?
Chicken McNugget. Doing the JonTron thing.
Oh, yeah. Get yourself a Chicken McNugget.
McNugget.
Stop it.
Small fry. Only small fries.
It's a small fry. My dick is like supersized. Your dick is like 2 fries. Get yourself a chicken McNugget.
I haven't heard that song in forever.
Where the fuck has Mickey Avalon been?
Probably dead. Let's be real.
Has he been really dead?
Has he been really dead?
Like, not just dead, but like beyond dead. He's like really dead.
That bitch really dead. Yo, how dead he?
How
really dead?
How dead he is? Yo, he dead as fuck. Bruh. He dead as fuck. It just sounds like you have that sudden tingle in the back of your spine and you're just like, we all have those moments, okay? It happens.
Yeah, dude, like,
it's such a weird feeling.
I haven't had that tingle in a while. I don't remember what gives me that tingle.
I'm just using the bathroom, and then all of a sudden I just feel like a sudden chill, and I'm like, oh, what the fuck?
Yeah, like, it travels from the base of your neck to the tip of your dick, like, whoa.
What the fuck? I didn't feel that on the tip of my dick.
No, dude, it goes all the way down. It just travels down that natural nerve ending, just, oh.
No, that's you climaxing.
Yeah, you're right.
I felt nothing like that. The fuck?
You know, it's probably when you're getting that tingle while you're using the bathroom, it's probably because you're pushing so hard you're pinching a nerve.
Could it be?
It probably is. I'd be willing to bet that if you get the shivers while, trying to defecate, it's because you're pushing too hard and you're pinching a nerve.
I mean, but salt and pepper tell me to push it.
No,
push
dude.
It real
you should
good.
never have to. If you're having to force out your poops, you got to eat some fucking fibers, okay? Pop some brackelis into your mouth. A couple brackelis, about 3 or 4 brackelis. Should do you. Shitting like a champ. Maybe add some cauliflowers.
Thanks, Dr. Trever.
And some black beans while you're at it. Highest fiber content of all beans, black beans. Best beans too. They taste the best too. Black beans, eat them. You shit like a champ. They'll give you medals. You'll have trophies in your bathroom. Number 1 shitter because of the black beans.
What? Fuck you, GameStop. Piece of shit. By the way, go buy a car. Brand new. Never used. You're not helping them. You're helping yourself.
You're a selfish prick.
You piece of
Just so angry you couldn't say anything. Just head movement and inhales.
I wouldn't be a very good car salesman. I can tell you that.
Buy this car, you self-serving prick.
I'm kind of a little broke, but I can afford a used car.
Don't be selfish.
Don't be a bitch. Buy this fucking car, brand new. Smells like new car.
New car smell. Can't get that anywhere. Used car have new car smell? No.
You get to smell that for like the next few hundred miles before your nasty ass starts stinking it up.
Fuck that, dude. That new car smell leaves as soon as you leave the lot. It's like, oh, fuck, where'd it go?
Probably, I don't know.
Oh.
I'm exhausted.
Fuck you, GameStop.
I'm exhausted.
I'm exhausted as well.
No, you're more exhausted because you were just ranting about...
That's what I do, man. I rant. I find that's the only time I get views on Twitch. It's if someone like triggers me and I go on a rant, that's when apparently everyone decides to stop by, and that's when I'll get more than 5 people watching me.
All of a sudden you see like, for some reason you're playing Roblox. It's like, oh, like watch me like a 100 subscriber special, and then like you click and you're like, circumcision is a choice, and you're like, what the fuck does this have to do with Roblox? So let's get back to playing Roblox.
I didn't get much of a choice in it. Like I was devoid of the ability to make educated decisions when my parents decided to have a doctor cut off a piece of my penis. So I'm not even Jewish, and they still had me circumcised.
Oh my god.
I mean, I'm not saying I miss the foreskin.
What have I done?
It makes my dick look bigger. That's what circumcision does.
What the fuck have I done?
You made me talk about dicks. I don't talk about dicks all the time. It's you make me talk about dicks.
See, that's your quote.
Yeah, it is my quote, and it's always true. I never start the dick talk. Someone else talks about dick.
Fuck you.
And then I start talking about dick, and then everyone acts like I brought up the dick.
And then, like, your second favorite quote is, fuck you,
fuck you,
fuck you.
Go fuck yourself. It's fuck you, go fuck yourself, and dick. Those are my 3 top used words. Top used phrases.
And dick.
But like I said, yeah, wiener looks bigger. I lose a little bit of pleasure.
And dick.
And dick, and yeah, lose a little bit of dick. Like, physically, some of it was removed off of me.
Fuck you, fucking GameStop and dick.
And dick. Fucking GameStop circumcised me. They were there.
And dick.
Before they were even a company, they were there. We gonna circumcise this bitch.
We gonna circumcise this bitch and dick.
He's too young to decide whether or not he wants to keep his dick whole or not. We gonna cut it off.
And dick.
And dick.
I think this is a good time to end.
Yeah, on Dick Talk, of course. It's always the best to end on Dick Talk.
Yeah, right.
Just remember, I don't always talk about dicks. Like, think of it. It's only been like 2 podcasts out of the 12 we've done so far where I've talked about dick.
That's still like 10%, I think. I'm not really good at math.
No. 10% would be if we had 20 podcasts, so it's actually more than 10% that I've talked about dicks.
Holy shit.
But fuck you.
I think this is a good time to end.
Yep.
We'll see you next week.
Yeah, thanks for watching, guys.
Well, they're just going to be watching like a still image.
Well, thanks for listening, guys. Fucking Jesus.
There you go.
Thanks for looking at the picture.
Thanks for looking at this picture of a brown fruit with like a
brown bowl with 2 fruits in it.
Oh yeah, right. A brown bowl with 2 fruits and a fucking microphone logo on it.
And then also thanks for listening to 2 fucking idiots yell at you from the back of a car for an hour.
I don't think I'm an idiot. I think I'm a smart boy.
I'm a smart boy. My mama always said I was gifted. I'm a gifted boy. I got damn hundreds on the SATs. How many points those give me? 100? That ain't a lot. Oh shit.
Says every Southerner out in the Deep South. Oh, did I just trigger some people in the Deep South?
Mama always said life is like a box of chocolates. Now come here, I'm going to cut a piece of your dick off.
What? Oh, we're squaring on some Mountain Dew.
Mountain Dew.
Okay, before I fucking end, I just want to talk about something really quick.
Okay, yeah, we couldn't.
Like, this is completely off topic.
Yeah, okay.
What the fuck is up with country music and, like, their major obsession with beer, pickup trucks, like going stargazing?
Okay. I know you didn't mean for this, but this is another thing that triggers me.
Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me.
So, okay, here we go. This is why I don't like... I'll try to make this quick for the sake of not going too much over an hour. Country music is the devil.
And that's the perfect time to stop. Bye, everybody.
Just leave it at that.